That's not great lighting. It's a little bit better. Alright. So, for some reason, my other camera wasn't working. It was working every other time I tried it, so not really sure why. But that is okay. I'm gonna do something different, and that's fine. I'm working on Veth's crossbow because I can just pick it up and show you a lot easier than I can the other prop that I was gonna work on. But yeah. So I can't tell with the music if it's too loud or whatever in my headphones. So let me know if it is. I might just lower it a little anyway. Don't know if that's any better, but we shall see. Alright, so I've got my foam clay, which turns out is very cool. I used some for the first time for this other prop. I was filling in spots that were messed up, but obviously it's not done and I have to like fill other little seams in now. But it's really helpful for like patching things up, and it's legitimately like clay. You can see up there how it's supposed to look, and it's not like too far off or anything, but it is kind of like, obviously aside from just the color, the shapes and everything are just kind of modern, which I don't really want. I want like this part to be kind of curved a little bit and that kind of stuff. So that's the kind of stuff I'm adding with clay. And then I'm going to, you know, paint everything. So yeah, that's the plan. That's what I'm doing. I just got this on Amazon a while ago. And I don't know, it came with I think it had like a whole extra part piece up here, which I did not need. I think it was like a scope or something, which obviously clearly from the picture up there isn't there, so I don't want that. So yeah. Alright, so I'm just gonna go ahead and try and start forming this how I want it. But still, you can't see it very well. It's not the worst. That works for me. Okay. Um, so it says I have a whole one, but I don't know if that's real or not. Kind of has like a rounded, more, I don't know, I guess it's not necessarily fancier just because it's rounder, but it seems that way. It feels more intricate. Is that a thing? Just because the top of this is like rounded like that picture, and I don't know why that is. Don't really have an explanation for why that makes it feel more intricate and fancier, but that's how it comes across in my mind. I need my little tools. Don't really know what I did with them though. I'm gonna pull this up here. Yeah, it is a very odd pistol handle, but it looks old-timey. So you can hear me okay? That's good. I'm gonna pull this picture up on my phone so I can look it up closer though. Not level 10. There we go. There's also space in between. Oh, well, there's kind of space in between, but it's blockier than I want it to be, so I don't really know if I can do anything about that unless I like figure out how to really alter this plastic, which I have no idea how to do. So I'm not going to worry too much about it being blocky down there. Oh, what's the situation here? I guess I don't need to go crazy with the foam. You just kind of put a piece here, put a piece there that goes up. You know, give it that shape rather than like adding a whole chunk in the middle. Can you hear the music? Oh, I just realized that it's an old style and not an odd style. That makes more sense. I'm not planning on modifying it too hardcore. I mean, for the most part, like, a crossbow is a crossbow is a crossbow. Like, it would honestly do the trick just how it looks now. I think I just like that curved. I just don't like how blocky this piece is right now. So I mainly want to change that. And I might fill in this little gap right here too, because I think on hers it's just a round bit. But that's probably like about it. Maybe fill in these gaps too. Those seem to be solid in this picture also. So yeah. So I guess not doing too much. Like, it works good enough for her crossbow for sure. Yeah, mostly paint. I just want the shape to not be so ugly. I feel like the blocky look is really ugly. Foam clay is really unexpected. Like, the way that it is... I mean, the concept is exactly what I expected. It starts out as clay and it dries into, like, just like foam. But just the fact that it does that and seeing it do that kind of blows my mind a little bit. Because I used to work with clay a lot. I used to do like a lot of ceramics stuff for school, and I liked it. And obviously it's not like ceramic clay, so it's very interesting that this is possible. Ooh, this song is... what's the robot's name? Hodgepodge. Could probably play around with dry brushing to make it more grungy steampunk style. That is a good idea, and I probably will try that. I haven't cracked the code to dry brushing for some reason. I've tried to do it like one time and it didn't go very well, but I will definitely try it again. I already like this shape better. It's still not, completely correct yet, but it's already better. Yeah, it's air drying clay. I haven't used Model Magic though, so I don't know exactly how similar it is to that. This one, it air dries and then it's just foam, and it dries in whatever shape you left it in. After, I think if you like let it dry overnight, usually by then it's pretty good. I guess my nails are equally as good at smoothing this out as the little tools are, since I don't know where I put them. Hello! Look at you popping in. I'm making a crossbow. Well, I'm not making it. It's already a crossbow. I'm just modifying it so that it fits my high expectations of accuracy to that crossbow there. Yeah, I don't know how long Model Magic takes to dry, but I used this for one other thing so far, and I let it dry overnight, and it was good. It seemed good after, you know, even a couple hours, but I let it dry overnight because that's what I think the instructions said to do. I was like, okay. High expectations. I couldn't think of a better term. I just want it to look as much like that crossbow as I can make it. See, no, it just looks better when these little bits are filled in. I don't know what it is. I don't want to mess up the string here. So that's gotta be careful about this one. I think I have too much here. You're teaching on Zoom? But your students don't want to chat with you. Ain't that just like students? Am I right? I have some of those. We don't do Zoom class meetings though, because it's a little less necessary for writing, I feel like. This isn't good. I'm gonna need tools for this one. It's a hard to reach little spot. This app is unfamiliar to me as well. Don't worry. They don't ask questions. Yeah, my classes don't ask questions either. Even though I know they have them. So that is annoying. It frustrates me. And thank you for the congratulations on my defense. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna see if I have my little tools right over there. I don't know what I did with them. Maybe it's in one of these drawers. It is in one of these drawers. Alright. New test. Can I open this plastic? I got it. I love little clay tools. It reminds me of, have fun teaching. It reminds me of my ceramics class. Oh gosh, that's so much easier with a tool. Crumpling plastic. I'm sorry about that. Nope. Still takes it off. How high up does this need to be for it to not do that? Oh, I don't know if you can hear the music, but this song has words in it. But if you can't hear it anyway, it doesn't matter. So don't be startled by the spooky singing. Oh, okay. Well, I do want you to hear the music a little. Let me know if you can hear it. Alright. It just stopped, so wait till the next song comes on, but yeah, let me know if you can hear it now. A new song is starting. I did ceramics in high school and like one time in college. So it's not just quiet, the music sounds like it's coming from elsewhere. And is it quiet actually, or is it just sound like it's coming from another room? Sounds exactly like the meme. Okay. Now I'm afraid if I turn it up, it's just gonna blast. Alright, I just changed it again, so let me know how that sounds. Now you can hear, okay, is it too loud? Or is it just right? Just like Baby Bear's porridge from Goldilocks and the Three Bears. I knew it was just a little too loud. Yeah, I didn't know what else I should play. And you know, Taz doesn't usually have lyrics, so it's good to just listen to in the background. I lowered it. How's that? I can't tell at all. Perfect. I'm gonna leave it like that then. Yeah, like I feel like this clay is already starting to dry. And maybe because it's like a off-brand one or something. But it's like already drying. Should work on commissions. But you had your final, that's fair. Finals take a lot out of people. I know they always took a lot out of me. My defense took a lot out of me, even though it went like okay and everything. It just, I feel like it's the only thing I could do yesterday. Was that meeting. I should not leave this open though. Being that it is drying pretty fast. I wasn't worried about it, but for some reason I still got nervous, like right before. That usually happens with things. I can't help it. No dogs on the moon. I've been re-listening to The Adventure Zone Balance from the beginning, and I was very surprised to find out, or I guess to remember, that there was a dog with them at the very beginning, because of how much Magnus was always looking to have dogs with him throughout the whole rest of the show. And now I'm trying to figure out what happened to the dog. And the more I think about it, because I'm not there yet, the more I think the dog was in Phandalin when bad stuff went down. It's so weird that it's been over a month without Critical. Yeah. I haven't noticed that much because I already watch it pretty randomly. But I definitely see how if you watch like every Thursday, tune into the show and stuff, you would notice that absence. This is not ideal what's happening here. ever since 2018. It's so, sounds so difficult because the episodes are so long. Very hard for me to watch them in one sitting. It's easier when I'm not, or when I'm also doing something else. Seems hard to watch the whole thing when you watch it live because it starts so late here. I feel like the few times I have watched it live, I could barely make it to the break. I think I only actually tried to watch it live like 2 or 3 times. I think only one time I made it to the break and chose to go to sleep. The other times I fell asleep before the break and realized that in the morning. Especially since it's on a Thursday and starts at 10. If it was like a Friday or another weekend day maybe, it would be easier for me. It's looking better to me. I definitely like this shape for the handle, or not the handle, but this top piece more. I usually have to like glue the edges down once it dries because they never stick very well to the whatever I'm putting the clay on, so I don't know. I don't know how well you can see that, but kind of got a curve that I like. What about these? I assume this is filled in the front too. Definitely do leave at the break more often now, but still. It goes by. I can watch it easier all in one sitting if it's way later or way after it aired, because then I can speed it up. Especially the fights, which can be a lot to sit through at regular speed. I think I'm gonna leave this top part how it is for now and maybe add some more pieces later after this part has dried. Geralt's little theme song forgot about that little May in the beginning. Yeah, I could have sanded it, and that probably would have helped. I just didn't think about it. But I can glue it again once this clay is dry, because for the most part, these pieces are staying okay. Because I need to go in and fill in like the parts of the clay that are, I don't know, if there's seams and like cracks and stuff, I need to fill those in anyway. So I'll probably do all that at once, since I did not think to sand it first. Yeah, I think I fill all this in pretty much. I don't know really what I'm looking at in the very front though. I'm just gonna fill it all in. I don't want to take too much out, but the unfortunate part is, I mean, I guess I don't need to keep closing and opening the bag. I imagine this top is good enough to keep the air out. So maybe I'll stop doing that, because that plastic sound is probably not great to listen to. It does look like cheese when I pull it out. It's like gray cheese. Which is very unappealing as an image. I'm so bummed out. I'm bummed out that my other camera wouldn't work, so I could just do the overhead camera, which would be a lot easier to see what I'm doing. And I was going to work on a different prop altogether, which kind of relied more on the overhead camera, which is why I switched to Veth's crossbow when that wouldn't work. Does the connection get weird at random points? The other thing I was gonna work on is a prop from my friend I told him I'd make for him. before everything was in lockdown and whatnot. But I was very busy with school, so I hadn't finished it. I think I got a decent amount started so far, but I want to finally finish it for him. It's a shield from the Borderlands game. Which one? I don't know if it's in all the games or not. And I forget what it's called as well. So I am doing great. But I can show you what I have so far. Alright, yeah, I think I showed it at the very beginning, but this is what I was making, or was gonna work on. And I have a picture here that I was gonna use. Oh, my picture's gone. Here. I'll upload it again. Actually, I'm not gonna do that because then it's gonna get really big on the screen. But oh yeah, the Taz audios do feel like music that would be in an RPG game. This is going to be the least helpful thing ever, but I'm just going to show you a picture from my phone because I'm not going to throw another picture up there right now. But, yeah, is the connection, like, going in and out? If the connection is going in and out, let me know. Because I should probably try and do something about that. Oh, okay. I thought it was mine, because I keep getting on my screen showing that it's, like, buffering a little bit. And I don't know if that's true. If so, Twitch is lying to me at the same time, because it says that I think it says the connection is excellent. Which seems like an exaggeration if it is buffering every now and then. So, I don't know. But yeah, I was working on this, but what I had to do was, like, I don't know, burn some lines into it and stuff like that. So I would have been, like, down on the desk like this, and just, like, staring at it from this angle would not be helpful at all. So I was like, why don't I just do something that can stand up more? Even if it's still not super helpful, it's less not helpful than the alternative. I was gonna use a mask. I have one downstairs. Safety first. And I think the weather's really nice, so like having my window open sounds like a treat. And who doesn't love a nice little treat? I went and got some cheesecake from the freezer yesterday after passing my thesis, just as a little treat. Can I re-moisten this if I put water on it? Yeah, I don't know. I haven't tried, like, wetting it to re-clayify it. Suppose I could try now, but let me just not get water everywhere for no reason. I gotta tell ya, this quarantine business, it's really tempting me to invest in a capture card so I can play some Switch games, but I really should save money. But the government is throwing around money to people, so maybe if I get some of that, I'll cave. This is a chunky piece of clay here. Oh, this song. It really hits different. I remember this moment. Pretty vividly. I will say, I'm not prepared for the feels journey that I'm going to go on re-listening to Taz Balance again. It's one of the few, I don't know, stories in general that like hits my emotions pretty well. And like honestly, I feel like I'm just gonna be bawling going back through it towards the end, because like I forgot to save like a photo I was editing the other day, and I knew that, you know, Photoshop was gonna recover it, but even so, I was just, like, when it happened, I just cried a little bit. Because everything's very frustrating right now, that sort of time. So that's how I know that Taz is gonna make me cry this time real good. I don't know what you're saying my name to. I've been talking a lot. Probably the Photoshop thing, I guess. Yeah, I'm definitely digging Aw, shoot. Sarah, you beast. I'm very much digging how it looks when I fill in these little gaps. To the crying about Photoshop, or in general? Really, just... I saw someone's tweet sum it up very perfectly. Most inconveniences these days, they feel worthy of a good little teardrop, at least. This is not ideal. They've transcended. That's fair. Quarantine be wild out here. These are wild times. So I'm just going to build my make-believe island and be friends with some animal villagers, and everything is gonna be a-okay as far as I'm concerned. God, I wish that were me. It's okay. There's also other games and other things as well. Now is certainly a good time for trying things that maybe we've always wanted to try but haven't had time to do. Not saying that everyone has more time, because that certainly isn't the case for people whose work has greatly increased. But for those who do have more time, I think, for me at least, starting to learn how to do new things has helped me get my mind off stuff, which I like. I guess not everyone wants to get their mind off of things, but I like to. Traditional art means not, it's just anything that's not digital, right? Like painting and like drawing and that kind of stuff. it would give you stuff to do off the computer. That is valid and true. Gosh. Jeez. I forgot this tomfoolery. They named another salesman after a cat, and he has a partner in selling that's named after a mouse. Their names are Tom and Jerry. For those, I don't know if anyone else is watching this. I mean, it says there's other people watching this, but if you are, and you're wondering what I'm talking about, Taz Graduation, they have a sort of staple shop, and the people who sell in those shops, I believe, are a cat and a mouse, and their names are Tom and Jerry. The reason I randomly started talking about that is because this song is their, like, regular set music, apparently, because it's named Tom and Jerry. But also, if you're watching and you don't know, the Adventure Zone has a habit of every arc having a salesperson or shopkeeper? Yeah. Shopkeeper named after a well-known cat. The first one was Garfield, the Deals Warlock. The second one was... golly, I can't remember. I know it. It's not a cat that I recognized, so this is why I can't remember it. I can't remember the cat's name in the second one. But the third one, they revealed to us that it was... which one's the cat? Tom? And then they also revealed that Jerry was the other guy selling. And I got a kick out of that. Because I had forgotten about that little trend of theirs. They're cat shopkeepers. So it's a nice little treat. And as I've said, I love a nice little treat. It's stupid to me that I can't remember this other cat's name. But I want to remember it myself, and that's just probably not gonna happen. I can hear Griffin's voice as he says it, I just can't remember the actual name. Yeah. I remember when that episode first came, and they said this giant cat's name. It wasn't a trend yet, so I didn't know they were gonna do it again. And obviously, like I said, I don't know the reference. So, but like, it ended, I believe the episode ended with us hearing this cat's name, and it had one of those pauses where it's like, my name's whatever, and then the music drops as the episode ends, so it seemed like it was a noteworthy information drop. So that's what prompted me to look up what it was, and when I found out it was a cat, I was like, oh, this again. And I thought it was funny, but did not get the reference. That remains. It already looks fancier with all these holes filled in and everything not being so blocky. Taz, Amnesty, Cat. Heathcliff. That was it. Yeah. I don't know where Heathcliff comes from, but I know it's a established cat. Maybe from a comic, maybe? I don't know what it's a reference to. I'm just gonna look up Heathcliff cat and see what comes up. It's another orange cat. Oh, it's from a show from the 1980s called Heathcliff and the Cadillac Cats. So great. Yeah. I don't know that one. Alright, hopefully I can't tell if it's rubbing against the clay or not. No, I think we're good. Yeah, the 1980s were before my time. And your time, Nikki. About 11 years before my time. Alright. I feel pretty good about where that is for now. I'm gonna add some more clay after this dries. And I might do something with this front piece, because that's also looking kind of blocky and I'm not a fan of that. I'm wondering if I could like break that top part off, but I don't know if I could actually do that with my I don't know, it's kind of thin. I could attempt to do it with like some wire cutters because it's just plastic, and I've cut plastic with it before, but I don't know. But otherwise I'm liking the way that this looks more. It's just really I don't know what the word is, but it needs to be smoothed. But I'm gonna let it dry first, and then I'm gonna glue it a little bit, and probably use some I can't think of the name of anything. It's white and you activate it with water, and it fills seams. And I'm probably gonna use some of that too. After I add maybe a little bit more clay, because I don't want this to. Well, I don't want to see all of that. It's like there's a little, it's not so bad, but spackle, that's not, that doesn't sound right. It's similar. Or maybe it's the same. I don't know. Never used spackle, I don't think. Yeah, I feel like that's pretty good. Alright. I don't feel like I've been working on this for like an hour, but I have. I'm probably gonna wrap this up soon, in a minute, and hopefully next time I decide to try and do this, either I'm doing something that doesn't require this overhead camera, or I can actually get it to work. I'm so confused because it was working like yesterday, and like moments before I decided I was going to get on and stream, and then I remembered I had to do something for school real quick, so I went and sent an email and stuff, and I went back in to start streaming, and suddenly the camera wouldn't work. So I don't know if I maybe like deactivated it at some point somehow accidentally, or what happened, but I'm gonna have to play around with it now and try and get it to work for next time. Because Nikki, you saw it the one time when I had like the two cameras on at the same time. That was from the overhead one. I just had it in a different spot. Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna peace out, play some Animal Crossing, and maybe watch something. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll watch something. Maybe YouTube. Maybe Netflix. Depends on how I'm feeling. But, thanks for popping in. And, I'm gonna try and learn how Twitch works and do this again. The good news, the good news is I seem to have secured this in the right spot so that when I like shoot this the string here doesn't like rip the clay off like it did the first time. So that's, I feel like, a good place to finish working on it for today. Yeah, I'm quite excited because I have like a lot done for Veth in general. I don't have the wig in here, but I do have the vest that I just finished a little bit ago. Really the only thing I need to add, if I want to, I don't even know if I will or not, are buttons, because I think her vest has buttons on it. But this took forever because, first of all, I couldn't find the type of material that I wanted to use originally, so I went with this like fake white furry fluffy stuff, and turns out the sewing machine hated that. So it took so many tries to actually get this sewn, not even properly, but to a reasonable degree that I could live with, which is where it is now. So I'm not going to do much more messing with it other than like probably adding some, like, I don't know, I think I need a couple pieces of extra flat fabric kind of near this collar because there's it looks kind of weird, so I'll probably fix it with that. But if I can I don't know, Not wears a different vest, but Beth is wearing just this vest and her arms are showing and all that. She's proud of being a halfling again and all that. So yeah, I think I got it to be like pretty close, so I'm happy with it. But alright, so next time, like I said, I'm gonna try and get the camera to work, or I could just do something different. Like maybe I'll just play a game one day, or I could move my 5-minute closet cosplay challenge here, because Instagram will kick you off eventually, but here I can just go do as many of the characters as I want at once. So I'm probably gonna do that. But yeah, I always tweet. I say always like I've done it more than once, but I will always tweet when I'm going to go live on Twitch with the link. So I guess you can follow me here, and you can follow me on Twitter, which is right there. So if any of you 4 people want to, you know, watch me stream other things, you'll know when I do it. Or it just went down to 1. But yeah, so I'm gonna bounce off here, and I'm gonna try it again another time because I am determined to figure Twitch out. So yeah. Alright. Thanks for watching.